Hey, so today I want to talk about trying to curb those bad habits and create new ones. Um, so over time, we are always going to pick up bad habits. Bad habits could be, within your nutrition, skipping meals. It could be going to bed late at night and then having to get up early in the morning and then you're just tired all day. You say that you're going to have an early night, but then it gets to that night and you stay up late again, probably on TikTok. Bloody hell, I could sit there and on TikTok for hours and it's like, where's that time gone? Anyway, but yeah, bad habits over years and years and years, you're just going to pick them up. I mean, it's the same in the gym, like with technique, doing an exercise. You could start off with perfect form. Give it 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, your technique's probably changed and you've picked up bad habits along the way, which is always nice. Why it's good to kind of go to a session where there is an instructor to help with form and posture and things like that, because even if you're an advanced gym goer, you're always going to pick up bad habits along the way. You could see someone in the gym doing something and you copy them, but they could potentially be doing it wrong, so you're copying the wrong form, it could be something like that. But yeah, like these habits are formed over a big length of time, like they don't form overnight. So when you want to create new habits and change your lifestyle, it's going to take a while to change. And it's you're not going to change overnight either. So take your time with it and create these new habits that are more long-term and sustainable. So the best tips that I could give is, to begin with, start off small. It's all about those little wins. Now, I say this with clients all the time. I put it on like my social media and stuff. Like, those little wins are so important. Like, we all, as humans, want to be praised, and to feel good about doing something. So, like, having those small wins to kind of aim for and those small little targets, we get that sense of achievement, and we love getting that sense of achievement. But yeah, if you're changing things that are like a big things to change, it's going to take a long time to get there, which then, as you go on, because it's taken a long time to get there, you are going to feel demotivated. You're going to fall off track and fall back into those bad habits and stuff like that. So in terms of nutrition, good tip to do for that to help improve, obviously, the nutrition side of things. Start writing a food diary. It's so simple to do, like pen and paper, or like at the side of your bed, you could just jot everything down that you've had that day, or do it as you go, and just use your notes section on your phone. Like, everyone carries their phone around with them. Just jot down what you've done. And then over the week or 2 weeks, have a look through and actually see what your habits are. Some of them may shock you because you never really notice it going from day to day. But by writing things down, you actually realise the sort of pattern that you do. Whether you skip lunch most days during the week, or whether you get home from work and after your dinner, you're like binging and raiding the fridge or the cupboard at night before you go to bed. They're just like habits that are formed over a good period of time. So yeah, so writing a food diary, you'll kind of see that and notice that. But yeah, and then just start changing things slowly and gradually. So like next week, right, I want to work on this, this and this. So it could be, I'm going to make sure I have lunch and give myself that lunch break every day. It could be, right, okay, I'm going to try and get to bed before this time this week. And then leave it at that. by the end of the week, if you've achieved it, that's a win, and that's going to make you feel 10 times better because you've got that sense of achievement. And then for the following week, right, okay, I want to try a new recipe. Let's go from there. So just one recipe and changing that and eating something different. You know, it's those small little changes and small increments and those small little steps forward create big wins in the long run. Like all of these habits that you're changing in terms of like going to bed that little bit earlier, having a look at a food diary and seeing where your bad habits are and what you can change. I mean, for example, if you're having a chocolate bar every day, you may not really notice that you're having that chocolate bar every day, but once you've written it down, it's there in black and white. So you could go, okay, I might swap that chocolate bar that day for some fruit and yogurt. You know, probably the same amount of calories. The yogurt could be even less calories than the chocolate bar, you know. So before you know it, you're creating new habits, which in turn can help you see weight loss goals just as a byproduct of changing those habits. And yeah, so the main thing is just start off small. These habits take years and years and years to become bad habits. So kind of creating new habits. Yeah, start off small. Don't overwhelm yourself. You know, little things, little changes. That's why going on a complete strict meal plan will probably only last a few weeks, just because it's completely different to what your normal routine's like, and it's very hard to stick to something like that. But yeah, give it a go. Write a food diary over the next couple of weeks and then have a look back and see what you can change through whatever you've written down. But yeah, so there you go. Bye!